They are desperate for a lifeline as they flail in these uncharted market waters. I want to go back to Liz Clayman live at home because, Liz, that's the thing. I mean, these small businesses are just frightened. And I know that you're quarantined, but you've got an amazing interview, so I will send it to you right now.
Is Daymond John. Hi, Daymond. I'm quarantined at my home. What are you doing right now?
I am quarantined as well. I'm just trying to stick this thing out, and
I know that you take stakes in small companies, and you, I'm sure, have been advising them. What are you telling them on the phone? And can you give us some sort of insight into how small businesses can survive what is this total and utter disaster?
Yeah. So, I mean, of course, if you're in the service industry, it's going to be very challenging. What you initially do is you go as small as you can with your employees, and you try to you start going in and renegotiating all your terms, your leases, your info. But a lot of people don't realize that a small business, whether you're a person at home, you live in paycheck to paycheck, a small business is living quarter to quarter. So how do you get small like this? But how do you take advantage of this time and start understanding the power of working virtually? I went into my employees, and we had a hard and a real discussion that's tough. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, I need your entrepreneurship hat on right now. How can you convert what we've been doing in our company and take digital curriculums and absorb them and get on social media platforms and change the way that we do business? Because we were preparing for something like this for the last 2-3 years. And I'll give you one example. One woman is in my book that works for a company, Belay. She's a virtual assistant. I was working in a company. She went on maternity leave, comes back, says, hey, I have a premature baby. I need to only give you half the hours. And they said, no, you need to give us all the hours or quit. Her name is Crystal. She quit. She gives me 20 hours. She gives somebody else 5 or 6 hours, another person 10 hours. After this situation happened, I called and said, please give me 40 hours. And now she doesn't have to wear a mask. She stays home with her child, and she makes more money than she's ever made before in her life. She makes her own hours, and she works for who she wants to. But she had put the time in to understand that, and we have to take advantage of that time.
We're watching the face of labor and how people work change. It used to be that people were criticized if they asked to work at least part-time from home. And now look at us, most of us are all home. So what would be the best advice if some businesses have zero revenue coming right in? How do they stay alive when this economy has been literally stun-gunned?
Well, the reality is this situation is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better, and we need to deal with this now. And what is the best steps we can take? You making sure that you're collaborating with other individuals that already have done this. If you are selling food, and you know that you can work with a company that is selling juices or they're selling gym equipment, and you can give a collaborative deal where
Daymond John is somebody who's taken stakes in so many small companies. The fact that he is speaking to our viewers right now and giving them this reference point, at least, of some ways to start bartering. That's what I heard, barter, try and just stay above water, stay afloat. And we'll see what happens.
That was a great interview, Liz, and a lot of really practical advice for him from a lot of our small business viewers that are home right now because they're not running their business. Liz Clayman, thank you very much.